Hey everybody, Mr. Plumber. I'm here for another activity. I figured we could wrap up the school year with another demonstration, and this one is actually really cool, and the lesson behind it is really important, and if you ask me, it's impactful. What a start to the week though. It's relatively chilly. I think it's because of last week's really hot temperatures that now that we have like 60-degree weather, low 70-degree weather, we're thinking it's winter again. Luckily, it's going to heat up. What you'll need for this activity is a water bottle, an empty water bottle. So I'm going to have to drink this, and a balloon. Yep, a balloon. If you have those materials laying around the house, fantastic. If not, maybe next time someone goes out, they can buy you a package of balloons. But before we get to the demonstration, let's talk about grit. What's grit? We've heard it before, I'm sure. But grit is something we all got, believe it or not. What grit is? Grit is a combination of perseverance and passion over an extended amount of time. Meaning, you use grit when you're facing a challenge that takes maybe more than a day to complete. Or maybe you're learning something new and it's gonna take you a week or two, maybe even a month to learn. And use grit to successfully put in the time, the effort, the perseverance, and the passion to learn how to do it or to complete the task. That's grit. It's using perseverance and passion over an extended amount of time. So when I think of grit, I think of those really long-term goals. Maybe those dreams of what you want to be when you're older, or what you want to do in high school, in college, what you want to do in sports, your success. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to use your grit. And like I said earlier, we all got it. It just takes some time, takes some effort. So, when I think of grit, what is involved in grit is perseverance, the ability not to quit, passion, your love for it, your need for it, resilience. When things are tough, doesn't break you down, it makes you stronger. So you're resilient, you're courageous, you're brave. What else? Your desire, your need, right? Your passion. You want it. That's grit. A lot of different things involved, but at the end of the day, it's being able to push through those tough times and being successful. Now, you're definitely wondering, why do we need a balloon? This balloon is going to represent our grit. Everyone knows if you stretch out a balloon, right, it makes it easier to blow up. So this is our grit. All right? If we got a lot of it, and we work for it, and we practice being gritty, it's pretty easy to blow up. But what happens when we don't have a lot of grit and we're facing a challenge, or we're pursuing a goal, or we're trying to achieve something that most certainly is going to take a lot of time? We cannot do it in one day. What happens when we don't have a lot of grit? This is where the water bottle comes in. And I'm still drinking it. But this water bottle, all right, is going to represent our challenge or what we're trying to do. I'm going to have a sip of water to hopefully finish this off. And what you're going to do with the water bottle and the balloon, you're actually going to put the balloon inside the water bottle and fold over the end of your balloon so the balloon's in it, but the outside of the balloon's over the lid of the water bottle. So you can still blow it up. It'll still work. I promise. Alright, I'm finally done drinking that water. Took me a little while. So I'm going to set it up. Remember, I blew it up. This is our grit. It was pretty easy. This is for a person who has grit and has experience in being gritty. Now, let's think of a person that might lack some grit. And I want you guys to think of how if you don't have a lot of grit, what's that going to happen when you have long-term goals, or you're trying to learn something or figure something out that might take you more than a day. So you're going to put the balloon in the water bottle. You just stuff it down in. And then the end, you're going to wrap around the mouth of the water bottle. Alright, believe it or not, that was a little harder than I thought. But as you can see, the balloon is in the water bottle and it's ready to be blown up. Yes, I'm aware there's not a lot of space, but let's see what happens. Because I bet you could do this in a milk jug or a gallon water bottle, you name it. Let's see how it goes, okay? So I'm going to blow as hard as I can, and let's see how much grit we can get out of it. Oh man, that's tough. Huh, it's not even blowing up like any bit. Like, I'm blowing really hard too, and it just won't work. Alright, so I'm gonna blow it up now that I took it out of the water bottle, just to make sure that you guys know I'm not messing with you, because it's a good balloon, I promise. See? Huh. Interesting. So, the idea behind this demonstration is to show us the power of grit. Having grit is something that we all have, and we develop it by challenging ourselves over periods of time. Grit is something that you can get better at, that you can work on. Face some challenges. Come up with some dreams. Come up with some goals. And stick with it. Work for it. Because later down the road, you might have to face something that might take a couple weeks, maybe a month or two to solve, figure out, complete. And if you don't have a lot of grit, right, it's gonna be really tough to stick with it. You might even quit. You might think, hey, it's not worth it. But no, it's always worth it, and grit is something that's really important. Alright guys, that might be the last activity, demonstration, you name it, of the school year. I'm already counting down for next year, but awesome job this year. Way to work. Finish strong last week of school, and have an awesome summer.